Hello viewers, welcome back to your channel Stock Dr. Ara. First of all, wish you all a very happy new year. I hope we all get a good success, wealth and good health in this year 2024. So today's video is basically about all the four indexes, Nasdaq, Dow Jones, S&P 500, Russell, and we are going to talk about precious commodities, gold and silver. Before we go ahead and start our analysis, in case you have not subscribed to our channel, please go ahead, subscribe to this channel, hit the bell icon. You will get the notification of all future videos which I make on this channel. Friends, in this channel, we are actively creating videos most of all uh, on every weekends. You can see here, we are trying to upload the video before the next week start, so that it would be helpful for us to take the right decision in the market. So last uh, 2 weeks back on 18 December, we published a video that Big Bulls enjoying party, and our view was very clear that market is still in a bullish mode. I just want to show you what we were discussing that time. So that time the indexes were like Nasdaq was 16,500, Dow Jones was 37,600, S&P was at 4768, Russell was at 2005. Now, if you can see, all the prices are up. Nasdaq is at 17,000, Dow Jones is at 38,000, S&P 500 is at 4819, Russell is at 2051. So, in nutshell, uh, we clearly mentioned that big bulls enjoying party and big bulls you know really enjoyed the party for last 15 days. So with this we will talk about, first of all, we will go through the economic calendar and then we will start our analysis. So the economic calendar says that this week and coming week is very important, because on Wednesday we are having FOMC minutes where we will get the speech from Mr. Powell, and from that we can see some direction into the market. Then on Friday we have non-farm payroll data, and the most important data is on the next Thursday, that is January 11th. We have the core inflation rate and inflation rate data coming on that day. So these are the two important events which we can see in coming week and the in this week and in the next week. So let's go ahead and start our important analysis without wasting our time. So this is the chart of Nasdaq 100. I want to hide it first. I want to see how we perform the entire year 2023. So this is a monthly chart. On monthly chart, you can see here, we made a low in December 2022. You can see here. Okay, let us make some drawings so that it's easy to understand. See, 2022 start, 2022 bottom here, right? This red candle is December 2022. Then 2023 Jan, we picked up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 months. And then this is August, September, and October. We took a retracement, and then in November and in January. So we are almost trying to uh, cross the all-time high of Nasdaq 100 on the monthly chart. So this is very interesting. People were lot of people were completely bearish into the market, and you see how the market responded to them in the last year. Okay, so we'll remove our drawing and we will start our weekly analysis first to understand where the market wants to go now from here. So I will change this chart to the day chart, and then we'll show you the drawings. So here are the drawings, and here are the levels. So still now after touching 17,000, where the market wants to go now, right? So this is the most important question which everyone is having in their mind. So we will talk with the levels, right? So my level says that right now Nasdaq 100 is having a good support area between 17,050 to 16,880. So this black area, right? The Within this area, market may go ahead and consolidate here, right? And then again give a up move once it starts trading above 17,051 for the target of 17,150 and 17,300. These are the two short-term targets for the upside, which I feel that market would show, and this will be a time correction. Okay. Now, if on the other side, if market goes below 16,880, then the first downside is at 16,750, the second is at 16,600, and third is at 16,420. So these are the downside levels for the market, but I am bullish on the market at this point also. Now we will talk about Dow Jones. For the Dow Jones, the levels are here. Dow Jones has the support area between 37,800 and 37,420, almost 400 points range. So right now it is trading above that. So looks like if we are trading above 37,800, which is this line, then the first target is 38,000, which is already achieved. Now Dow Jones will try for the next target of 38,200 and 38,400. These are the two upside targets for the Dow Jones. On the lower side, we'll talk only if it starts trading below 37,400. If it starts trading below 37,400, then we can talk about the downside targets, and those targets are as below. The first target is 37,000 and second target is 36,720. So these are the downside targets. When it starts trading below 37,400, then the first target is 36,980 and second is 36,720. Next index we have here is S&P 500. S&P 500, same situation. You can see here currently 4800 and 4722. These are the two. This is the support area. This is the support area, right? This is the support area for S&P 500. Now, if it stays below 4800, then the first target is 4851, which it's almost achieved. It went till 4840, and the second target is 4900. These are the two upside targets for the short term. If it breaks below 4722, it breaks below 4722, right? Then the downside target is coming for, we'll talk about 4650 and 4600. These are the two downside levels. If it starts trading below 4722, then 4656 and 4600. These are the two downside levels for the S&P 500. Now we'll talk about the Russell. For the Russell, I think Russell chart is very interesting because if you see the monthly chart here, there is a big breakout. And if you see the weekly, there is a breakout on the weekly chart also. How? You can see here. This is a nice breakout. It just need to sustain above 2050. It needs to sustain above 2050 for the targets of these green lines: 2130, 2200, 2250. These are the three targets which this index can show if it stays above 2050 on the weekly chart. Last week it managed to cross above 2050. It made a high of 2095, but then again there was some sell-off came off. You can see here. Then the previous week, you can see it closed at just uh 2052, right? Now this week it needs to stay above that and continuously trade above that. Then you can see these three targets. And the downside will come only if it trades below 41956. Then we'll talk about the downside, and the downside target will be first will be 1900, and then second is 1840. These are the two downside targets for the seller. Then we'll talk about the precious commodities, gold and silver. For gold and silver, okay. For the gold and silver, we have this clear view. You all know that gold now needs to trade above 2100, right? This black line. If it starts trading above 2100, then we are looking for the targets of 2151 and 2225. 2151 and 2225. On the downside, if it starts trading below 2051, then we are talking about 2025 and 2000. These are the two downside targets for the gold. And then we will talk about the last commodity, silver. For the silver, silver is, it wants to show a big number, but still it is not doing. But one day it will show you. So for the silver, very, you know, for silver, 20 to 25.20 is the resistance and 24.50 is the support. Right now it is trading below the support, but once it starts trading above 24.50 and then it go to 25.20 and sustain above it, then it will give a big breakout and it will show the target of 26.20, 26.80, 27.25. Because you can understand this point. Okay, see, the silver was in this pattern, right? And then it broke it here, but after breaking it retested, went down and again doing a retest, and the second retest this time it will do, and it will give a big breakout, and again it will go up. It will not come down easily. This is what I think, but it needs to follow this. It needs to trade about 25.20, then only we'll see the upside. Now the silver is currently trading at 24. If it goes below 24, then definitely you will see 23.50 and 23. These are the two downside targets for the silver. So this is all about, my friends. Once again, wish you all a very happy new year and trade wisely this year and take a right decisions in your trading. And last but not least, let's learn and earn together. Thank you, my friends. You have a good one.